So Dalet. Dowlet? Dalet? Dalet? I'm assuming that's how we say it. Hi, Ronnie! Oh, hello! Did you need something? Explain your situation. You explain what Elder Carenza asked, and Dowlet nods his head thoughtfully. Well, if it's all right with me, but I need to ask my girlfriend. Doirin. It's fine, Dowlet. I don't mind. Hello, neighbor. Who knocked upstairs? Doran. Hello, Carenza's helper. My name is Doran, and this is Dowlet. Introduce yourself. Well, it's good to meet you. Wow. What to say about us? Well, we're recently engaged. It could have been sooner, really, but we were waiting until we got our parents' approval. Dowlet's been really wonderful through it all. I hate to think about it, but my father, he's said some very horrible things about Dowlet. He took it all in stride, though, and worked very hard to get my father's approval. He never once complained. I hate to think of him going through that for me, but at the same time, it really showed me exactly how lucky I am to have him. Aw, Doreen. He even bought me this bouquet. I saw Elder Carenza selling them, and I mentioned offhand that they were pretty. Before I knew it, he bought it for me as a gift. Dowlet's face flushes. Dowlet's face flushes, his ears glowing red from Doran's compliments. Sorry, was that helpful? I may have gone on too much. And now you've only heard my side of the story. Dowlet speaking now. Well, I feel very lucky. Doran is so kind and thoughtful. When I first came to Ulad, I was having trouble adjusting. But she befriended me and helped me through it, with incredible patience and without any judgment. I don't know what I'd do without her. Well, I guess he looked a bit scary at the time, to some people. I don't know why, though, because all you have to do is talk to him for a minute and you can see his kind heart. Thanks, Critical! Oh, Doran, is that enough for a while? Doran smiles reassuringly at Dowlet, whose blush hasn't faded at all. Well, we wouldn't want to take up too much of your time, so we'll say goodbye for now. Take care. If the Elder needs to know anything else, you can always let us know. Have a good day, Wow. Dowlet and Doran send you off with a smile. That's cute. Now over to this group. Which, again, I need to do some record. Hello, I hear you. Wait! I went off the map again! Accidentally zooming off the map. Let's go there. That's good. Rosina. What? Huh? Oh, you scared me! You can't just sneak up on someone when they're distracted by the ocean. Well, it must be fate that we met like this. I'm Rosina. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Despite her formal greeting, Rosina gives you a huge, cheerful wave. I almost said hug. And this is my boyfriend! Ooh. Olam. Olam? That's a name. I'm gonna say Olam. Hear that? We're dating! Oh. Hello, I'm Olam. Introduce yourself. Hi, Well! Were you here for a swim too? Explain your situation. Oh, in that case, we have to help, don't we? We should start, I guess when we first met? Huh. Rosina, I don't think well means that much detail. They probably have a lot of other stories to hear too. Maybe go with a quick version. Or maybe it'll be better for me to tell it. Olim's quiet fretting seems to be nothing new to Rosina, who rolls her eyes at him fondly before acquiescing. Okay, I'll keep it short. So we were next door neighbors. One day I got dressed up in a pretty outfit and asked him out, and he said yes, and now we're a couple. ... You did want the short version, right? Well, that's basically it, I guess. We were childhood friends, grew up next door to each other. We've always liked each other, well before she asked me out, but... Wait, what do you mean, always? Are you saying you knew the whole time? Huh? Rosina, I thought you knew too. I figured you just asked because you wanted to make it official. Rosina and Olim are both staring at each other, perplexed. It seems you might have brought a miscommunication into light. Well, can you excuse us for a bit? It seems like Olim and I need to talk. I'll see you around. Take care, Rosina. Listen. Rosina looks hurt and Olim is sweating bullets. You should probably give them some space. Badger?
What? I'm still at the first couple. Sorry, I'm still kind of dealing with something in the background.
Oh, no worries. Okay, then I'll go ahead and continue. And you'll get to hear what these names are. As you walk up, the elf looks at you sharply, instantly on guard. The giant sighs. The giant stops singing her song mid-note and looks at him with alarm. I know I'm not going to say these right because it's like a different sound altogether, but... Fear, what's wrong? Do you know this person? No, Bean. It's okay. Just some stranger who was probably just moving on, right? The man, apparently Fear, is glaring daggers at you. What do you want? Explain your situation. Fear relaxes minutely as you explain what Elder Carenza asked you to do. I see. I understand. I understand the need to check on visitors. It isn't possible that everyone who comes here does so with good intentions. But we have nothing to tell you. Please find someone else. Fear, don't you think just talking to this person can't hurt? Oh, just talking to this person can't hurt, can it? It could. We can't expect the stranger to understand. Oh, Fear, I don't want to be suspicious of every single person we meet. We can't live like that. Fear sighs, looking tired and sad, but he relents. You get the feeling that these two have been through a lot. I'm sorry, Bean, you're right, we shouldn't, but it's okay. Just ... I'm sorry too. Wow, what's your name? Oh wait, what's your name? That was your name. I swear I'm not dyslexic, everyone. Wow, right? That was your name? I'm afraid it's really not a good time for us to talk. We'll see you later. Oh, she completely leaves. Oh, these are the event characters, aren't they? I shouldn't have been so rude, it's no excuse, but things have been difficult recently. I hope coming here will lift our spirits, but well, I seem to have ruined that. As an elf and a giant couple, I think you can probably guess that our history is complicated. Like being said, I hope we see you later. Fear nods at you before turning to follow Bean. It might be time to report back to Carenza. And they actually leave the area. No! If I'd known that, I would have waited till daytime to get more B-roll. Wait, there's a path this way. Past the neon radioactive trees. Yes, I am going to make fun of things that glow in the dark. Back to Crinza. And that should be the last part of this quest. Ah, wow. Have you had a time to speak to visitors? Tell her about the people you've met. You relate the stories you gathered to Corinza, who listens closely, nodding from time to time. I see. Good work, Wow. So you've heard about my flower bouquet. I can sell you one if you like to see for yourself. On a serious note, an elf and a giant. That relationship cannot be easy. Perhaps the best we can do for them is give them time. Yes, it's difficult. Very difficult. I remember meeting an elf and a giant who visited some time ago. They were engaged, but neither of their hometowns would host the wedding, so they decided to hold it in Ulad in Main Maha, I believe. I could tell you this this caused them some pain, but the look in their eyes when they finally spoke of being married, there was more than enough happiness there to make up for it, I think. Hi, Fee. Oh, wait, you're here. Hi, Fee. Perhaps I'm naive, even in my old age, but I believe that as more elves and giants have the opportunity to talk to each other with open hearts, and without battle lines to separate them, more of them will come to love each other, and even that hurt I saw can one day be healed. As elder, I want this island to be a fertile ground to help love and hope bloom across Erin. Corinza's smile is small but earnest. Thank you for your willingness to help Wow. Now and always, I learned much from you today. And may love and hope bloom within you too. Actually,
Honestly, what we need next for elves are ear extenders.
no! Alright, Fear. ... As you walk up, Fear looks at you with an expression that is probably meant to be a smile, but looks more like a grimace. His eyes are red from crying. Oh, it's you. Have you seen Bean recently by chance? Not sure. We have not seen her. Well, That's that, I suppose. I don't think knowing would make much of a difference anyway. But I hoped at least. Do you need something? Fear just stares at you for a while as if racking his mind for an answer. After a long moment, he nods. Well, if I can't help Bean, maybe someone else can. Wow, it was well, right? Can I ask for your help? Yes. Thank you. Last time, you asked to hear our story. Uh, Let me start from the beginning. I haven't been to Philly in a long, long time. I don't wish to discuss it, but I'm not welcome there. Castania and we don't see eye to eye. I spent a long time traveling across Iria wherever I go, and it was exciting but also numbing. I passed through places without affecting them, without making friends to leave behind. So after a while, I didn't have too much a care for my safety in general. Maybe that's why I didn't turn around when I found that I ended up near Vales. It was foolish, but it led to that night. The reflections of the moon on the trackless snow made it almost as bright as day. The only thing I could hear was my own footsteps marring the featureless paths. I don't think I've ever felt so entirely alone, but then I heard something else. Fear's eyes are distant, but there's a small smile on his face. The first one you've seen there. It was a voice singing, fresh like the snow, but much warmer. I'd never in my life heard something so beautiful. It was reckless, but I was entranced. I followed the sound, then I saw her. Her eyes closed like nothing else existed but her and her song. She was stunning, obviously. I'm talking about Bean. Bean calls it a chance encounter, and well, I guess it must be after all. She couldn't have known when she decided to go out that night to sing that a strange elf would overhear her, and I couldn't have known what would happen when I found her. I think, well, isn't that what people call fate? Fear plainly treasures the memory dearly, but as he goes on, the smile drops off his face. After the night, I couldn't stay away. I told her stories of my travels, and she sang for me, and we just talked for hours about anything. I had to hide during the day, and she wasn't sleeping near enough, but it was still a happy time. And then I got caught. We strayed too near Vales and stayed too long. And I nearly escaped the guards, but at that point the search was on. From then on, no cave or cranny nearby could have hidden me. So I had to decide, stay with Bean and get captured, or leave her and flee. She was the one who presented the third option, that we run away together. I was already head over heels in love with her at that point, but I didn't want to tear her away from her home, so I tried to leave on my own. Bean caught me. I've never seen her so angry. I promised her in a moment of optimism that we'd see the ends of the world together, and of course she hadn't forgotten. She demanded I honor that promise. She always calls herself weak, but I don't think I've ever seen anything so brave, turning her back on her life without a second thought. Even then I knew she had a family. I knew how open her heart is, how much she loves. I knew it'd be hard for her. She always had a home, a place to go back to. She didn't know what it was like not to. And I did. I knew in my heart I shouldn't let her give that up just for me. But I was selfish. Fear's face twists with guilt and regret. Selfish and a fool at that. We ran away together, and she didn't even say goodbye. We were so happy together. I thought maybe that'd be enough. And for a while, it was. We traveled all across Erin. Even the places I'd been before held new wonders because I was seeing them with her. We got along so well, I thought it really must have been fate. How could it be that wrong? But I was just justifying my own guilt, and I know that now. We ran into someone she knew from Vales. When he saw Bean, he started yelling at her horrible things. about how her sister had thrown herself into battle after she left and was badly injured, about her little brother who went looking for her for months at a time, and how all of that was her fault. Bean couldn't say anything. Her hand shook so hard I could barely hold on. I finally realized what I'd done to her, because of course it wasn't her fault. It was mine. I'd do anything to undo the damage I caused, so I told her I'd take her back to Vales. But that just made her cry harder. All I've done this whole time is make her Bean cry. I think maybe that's all I'm able to do. Fear's voice sounds flat, hollow, wrung out of hope and emotion, but you see him shaking. So please, will you talk to her? Will you convince her to go back to Vales? I can't even do that for her, so I know it'll be hard for her, but with her family there to support her, I know she'll be okay. I just want her to be happy, so I'm counting on you. Oof. Alright. This went from, oh, this is gonna be a sweet little Doki Doki Island story to something very, heavy-hitting very quickly. What? Huh? What are these? Squint. No Korean game would miss out on the chance to deal emotional damage in a story based on romance. Oh yeah. Were these always here, or is this part of the quest? Something is glittering. It's empty can.
No, they're always there. I'm not sure if it's for one of the dailies or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably one of the dailies. I just never noticed them till... Well, I haven't ran this way in a while.
I think there were some last year, but yeah, time capsule daily.
Oh, these might be relics of last year's because they have to use last year's dye event. This is probably a relic of that as well. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure these weren't here when I was running around. What the heck? Oh, it is. It's the time capsule daily. Okay. All right, there's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and she's.
Wait, there are more daily quests?
It's only for like raising the your soulmate stuff.
Oh, I don't have a soulmate.
It's okay. So I look how all these are gatherable flower nodes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, talking to Bean, who is much taller than me. Here, I'll set this up this way. Bean is singing, eyes closed, wrapped up in the music. In her beautiful voice, the sweet, sad love song carries, drawing appreciative glances from couples passing by. But she doesn't notice anything, just keeps singing until the song is done. You wait quietly until the last note fades and she opens her eyes. Oh, it's you. Does the chief have more questions? I don't think I can answer at this time. After all, Fear's not around, and I don't know when he'll be back. I know, or nod sympathetically. Gosh, which one should I say? I'm just gonna say I know. I know. You knew? Did Fear send you? But why would he do that instead of coming himself? Bean bites her lip, blinking back tears. Can you? I'm sorry, you barely know me, but I just need someone to talk to. Would you listen for a while? Okay. Thank you. I don't want to be alone with my thoughts right now. I just keep making myself feel worse and worse. And they're all such cliche worries. Why would fear leave me like this? Is he sick of me? I wish I wasn't like this. But I always have been. I'm weak. Barely a giant. Back in Vales, well, maybe you know how giants think of the weak. That disdain isn't just for outsiders, it's for giants too. I was pitied, at best, but more often hated. My older sister is strong, and I think that's the only reason I'm here today. She always took care of me, protected me. If you're not strong enough, you can't hunt or fight, you can't contribute. In the ice and snow of Vales, there's not enough food to waste on someone who can't do anything to help. So you have to toughen up or get thrown out. But my sister couldn't let that happen. I was tolerated, barely, for her. But the only thing worse than a weak giant is a giant who can't even... Only thing worse than a weak giant is a giant who's not even trying to get stronger. And I never wanted to fight. I just want to live in peace and play my music and, like I said, I'm barely even a giant. Bean smiles bitterly. Liking to sing is okay if you're strong, but for me, it's just another sign of my weakness. Even my sister and brother try to get me to stop. So I started sneaking out of town to practice. I found a place to hide where I could sing myself hoarse and not be heard, and that's how I survived. That's when I met Fear, and he actually liked my singing, and he liked me, just as I was. He didn't think I should pick up a weapon or go kill something. In fact, he treated me like an injured bird. He treated me like an injured bird just because he told me about his travels, all the beautiful flowers he saw in Silver Forest. I didn't realize before I met him that the life I wanted was even possible, and there he was, handing it to me with an open heart. How could I not fall in love? But Vales is a dangerous place for elves. He couldn't stay long. When he left, I went with him. It was an easy choice. The life I lived in Vales was no kind life at all. I know I would have left someday, with or without Fear, of course. I didn't think I'd have to leave behind my sister and brother when I did. I know if they knew, they'd never forgive me. A giant and an elf, together? Anyone would be disgusted, and they, especially. Bean stops speaking, then continues. Her voice is weak. You have to lean closer to hear her. Our parents died at the hands of the elves in the war. ... I was young, but I remember that day. The blizzard, the knock on the door, my sister's back in the doorway shaking, and the person who came to tell us still smelled like blood. My sister couldn't stop crying. My younger brother was too young to know what was happening, but he wailed and wailed too. We've been making these stupid little charms out of fur to bring them back safe. I threw them in the fire and watched them burn. I don't remember much of when I was young, but that memory will never fade. My siblings hate elves with a passion, and other than Fear, I do too. I try not to for his sake, but I can't stop. I think he must know, even though he's never said anything. Sometimes I let something slip and, I never told him that story. It was selfish, but I only wanted to share beautiful things with him. I didn't want him to have to see that part of me. I knew I need to someday, but it never seemed like the right time. Every day was so happy and I didn't want to spoil it, and then, I missed my chance. We ran into someone from my hometown, and he chewed me out for leaving, and Fear had to hear it all. I put my siblings through so much suffering when I left. I had no idea. So, I probably deserve this, don't I? This or worse for doing that to them. I hope they're okay now, at least. But I just don't understand what Fear is thinking. After we ran away from that person from Vales, Fear keeps telling me I need to go back, saying that I should be with my family, that kind of thing. I've tried to explain to him how I love my family, but I just don't belong with them, and how I want to be with him, but he can't seem to understand it. I've made my choice and I don't regret it. But maybe he thinks that I'm awful for that. Maybe it's selfish of me, that all I want is to be with Fear. And he told me that he would be with me forever, but maybe now he... Bean's crying too hard to finish the sentence. So I couldn't face him now, even if I knew where he was, and I just don't know what to do. Love is supposed to make things easier. All the songs make it sound so simple. Why is it all so hard? Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Really, just listening is enough, but if you really wanted to do more, well, I guess you could pray. Pray that some god will intervene on my behalf and make everything turn out okay, like in a story. For my siblings' hatred of elves to lessen enough that they could accept my relationship, for Fear to stay by my side, no matter what, for my family to come to my wedding and bless us with an open heart. Saying it all out loud, it really doesn't sound like something that could happen without divine intervention. So if you would pray for me, that would mean a lot. Most giants don't pray to Limerarch, but I think I could use a blessing from the god of love. Bean smiles at you, but without any hope, perhaps if you found her sister in Vales, you could help straighten things out. Oh no. I'm an elf character. This is going to be interesting. Some god. Yeah, technically we're a god.
Mm-hmm.
Find Bean's sister in Vales is the next part of this story. Oh boy. And I just stretched and popped my arm.
Oh boy.
Ow. Okay. Wait, I can't do that. I have to exit first, then teleport. Onward to Vales. Also, I have kind of fun thing to kind of note. Bean looks very similar to Igurna, and both of them are considered weak. But Igurna, however, kind of re-weaponized her weakness into to be something much stronger and influential to the community than... Well, she's all older, obviously, but I just see that kind of parallel. Like, that's neat. Just pointing that out real quick before we continue on. Cluna. Hey Badger, can you see her name?
I hate you.
Come on. You can do it. It's easy. You know half of it already.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Klonak.
No, I won't hit the redeem on him. Someone else can do it if they really want to, but we'll continue on with the story. As well as I just said her name out loud too, Badger.
I know. But it's the principle of the matter.
I also like that she's using that mage hair design. That actually looks really good on her. Alright. The woman has hair like beans and a cheerful smile, but you notice that she moves her right arm stiffly, as if it didn't quite heal right from an old wound. She watches she sees you watching her and furrows her brow. Cluna, what do you think you're doing here, elf? You oughta... Oh, you must be a Militian. Listen, just keep walking. Even if you're not a proper elf, the sight of those ears make me want to gag. She looks away pointedly. Bring up Bean. How do you know about Bean? How dare you speak her name? Did that coward an elf send you? Is she safe? If you two have hurt even a hair on her head, I'll kill you myself, Militian or no. Slow down. She's fine.
Yep.
Slow down, slow down. How can you say that? Yes?
I probably should be recording this, but she is infinitely more friendly to me.
I figured so much. I figure this storyline, it's going to be the most hostile to elves, neutral towards humans, and probably more friendly to giants, but bashing on elves.
Yeah. In my case, it's like, oh, hey, you want to sit down and have a beer or something?
Nice. Can you grab screenshots of it? Just...
I'll try. I'm already a few dialogues in.
It's okay. I'm sure Geek has the human version and Lint has the giant version. Slow down? Slow down? How can you say that? A dirty coward and a elf kidnapped my sister, and now you think I'm going to let you show up and talk to me like you know all about her? You gonna try to blackmail me? I'm warning you now, it won't go well for you. It's not a kidnapping! What gives you the right to walk in here and tell me my sister wasn't kidnapped? What, you think she left her family behind to run up with some elf by choice? Elves killed our parents. She never talked to one, much less run off with one. He must have sent you, that coward. Cluna's face is red and turning redder as she turns her fury towards you. Her worry and love for her sister seems genuine, but she's clearly working under misapprehensions. My gosh, localization team and your big words. Oh yeah, the NPC log. Don't forget that, Badger.
Oh yeah. All right, so I won't have to take like 100 different screenshots.
No, you do. Bane would never do that. Don't listen to anything people say about her. She's a good kid. She may not be the strongest, but she is loyal as she's come. Explain what Bane told you. You calm Cluna down enough to explain Bane's decisions to her. Her face closes up as you speak, as if she's closing the shutters and against the storm of your words. You're lying. You must be. She wouldn't. Cluna mutters words of denial as you continue to explain, but she soon grows silent and sullen. ... So you're saying Bean told you that she would have left at some point, even if it weren't for that lousy elf. ... Ugh, I don't trust elves, but what you've said, that does sound like her. Cluna stays silent for a long time, glowering. Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But, ugh. Even though you're an elf, thanks for telling me about Bean. I'll get in touch with you soon. Cluna silently turns her back to you. It doesn't look like you'll be getting anything more out of her for now. For now, it might just be good to check in on Fear. Ah, no, I kind of wish she stuck around there.
Before you leave, I recommend you look at the stream chat.
And I'm hitting record.
Jesus, I am so tiny.
You're itty bitty. Alrighty. Time to speak to Cluna. The shadows under Cluna's eyes are dark, much darker than the first time you saw her. She glances at you and takes a letter out of her pocket. I think I always knew, though I couldn't admit it, about Bean wanting to leave Vales. I mean, I think I always knew. ... Elves are our enemies. They stole our parents from us. My very own sister ran off with one? I can't imagine. We grew up with the same anger, the same hurt. So how can she turn around and do something like that? It makes no sense. But I saw that coward of an elf. ... I saw Bean with them with my own eyes. Bean was never good at hiding things from me. I knew she liked to sneak out of town when things got bad and sing her songs. I can't say I understood it, but I figured if she needed to sing that bad, the best thing to do would to pretend I didn't know. But I worried if she ran off into a pack of foxes or something, I didn't think she'd be able to handle them, so I followed her out there every time, just in case she needed protection. Oh. And I watched her meet up with him a few times. You could hear the sound of crumpling paper. Cluna has unconsciously made a fist around the letter she is holding. It makes my blood boil just thinking of him slithering around Vales, taking advantage of Bean's trusting nature. I can hardly stand it. But, well, when I think of the look on her face when she was with him, my siblings and I were always close. And we're all we had, you know? But I don't think I've ever seen Bean look as happy as when she was with him. I probably should have known at that point, but I couldn't think straight about it. If I had, I would have... ... But there's no point harping over ifs and maybes. Whatever I could have done, what I didn't do, anyway, I'm done talking. I wrote everything I want to say down. Here, give this letter to Bean for me, will you? Cluna belatedly tries to smooth out the crumpled paper and hands it to you with a sigh. Take the letter. Also, tell Bean she doesn't need to come back to Vales. If she's happy out there, we'll come to her. She's my little sister. I still can't believe she'd leave us without a word, but she's still my little sister. If she's found a place out there, I'm not going to pull her away. Not that I'm saying I approve of that elf. When I met him, no, never mind. If Bean likes him so much, there must be something good about him. She's a smart girl. I wish I could go right away, but I gotta wait for my little brother to get back so we can go together. I've already sent him word he's on his way looking for Bean. It'll be the first time either of us have ever been to Ulad. That's something, huh? Anyway, thanks for telling me what happened to Bean. I mean it, and I'm sorry about what I said to you when we first met. Okay, move on. Watch out for the blizzards on your way back. And just make sure Bean gets the letter. And that's it for me. She doesn't even offer me a beer! That's pretty funny.
She offered me a beer.
Alright, so age doesn't matter, but she won't offer her the elf the beer. Noted. That's really funny. Alright. Tidings of better times, talk to Fear, and she'll be on Doki Doki Island. Winter Island.
Sounds like they should just make all the guys taller.
The devs definitely have a height complex. Alright. Fear. Oh wow! I talked to Bean, but nothing really changed. She said she needed more time to think. I'm such a fool. Hand over the letter from Cluna. What's this? Explain in detail. You tell him about your conversation with Cluna. He looks as if he's having trouble believing your words. Really? Not that I think you lie, but I didn't think things could work out so well. Well, not for me. I've always had bad luck. It seemed like a immutable law that if something good happened to me, something bad would soon follow after. I've always expected that any happiness I managed to find would be fleeting, so I wasn't surprised. So it wasn't surprising that I have to leave Bean. But now, what will you do? And what are you thinking? I want to say, what will you do? I just want to stay by Bean's side. Even if that's selfish of me, even if bad things follow at our heels. As long as we're together, that's enough. Bean's voice as he speaks is raw and rough with emotion. After he finishes, he groans, as if in realization. And now, I think I know. And now I think I know how Beans felt this whole time. I really am a fool. I promised her that we will be together forever, and then I decided without her that that wasn't right. I should have trusted that she knew what she wanted. I was in such a hurry to prove I loved her enough to leave, but she kept telling me she wanted me to love her enough to stay, and I didn't listen. You should tell Bean that. Thank you so much. I'll go find her right away. If you have time, would you come with me? Fear hurries off, letter clutched in both hands like it's precious.
The choice didn't matter because the dialogue was literally the same.
Ah, this is the wrong way. We have to go this way. This path. Thanks, Critical! Oh no. Hope work goes well for you. At the dungeon entrance that we never get to run. Whee! Okay, one second. I actually need to do, like, filming stuff, I remember, so...
It's been sealed because it's the only part of this island that's still Nikojima.
So I'm just gonna... There's some nice flowers right here, so I'm going to pose this right with them behind it. There we go. Framing! Doesn't that look amazing? Probably do one more angle from over here, from where we're at. The water being glitchy as heck. They did change out the door, because it used to be like the Nekojima door, now it's actually like flowery and different disguise, but yeah, it's... They should just make it like a little shrine instead of a door. Alright, whee! Quest time. Bean's reading the letter. Fear watches her with hope and fear in his eyes. Bean, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I never wanted to leave you. Not ever. I just didn't want you to suffer. Not because of me. Bean. But I never wanted that from you. I wish you'd listen. Bean, I know that now. Fear's hands are shaking. You lock eyes with him for a moment and he catches his breath and smiles slightly. I am a foolish, selfish, unlucky elf, and I'm too used to misfortune, but... Oh, fear. But Bean, no matter what, I want to be with you. ... exclamation marks. I'll do better, I'll listen to you, and I'll... Oh!
Oh.
We are very much in the way of this shot.
Can you blacklist me?
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I'm in the way is the problem. There, I gotta... I'll do better, I'll listen to you, and I'll do whatever I can to make you happy. One more. There. Bean is tearing up. Fear takes a deep breath and gets down on one knee, and he holds out a bouquet in one hand to Bean. Oh, good. Yes, it replays! Oh, Bean, will you marry me? Oh, gosh. When your family gets here, I'll do my best to get their approval, but if that doesn't work, we can always run away again. I love you, Bean, and I want to be with you for the rest of my life, no matter what. Bean, weeping tears of love, eagerly accepts the flower bouquet. She speaks to Fear tenderly. Sniff. It's about time you caught up, Fear. You said that in Veils too. That you wanted to stay with me and travel the world. That's all I ever needed. I was always fine as long as you're with me. There was nothing else I really needed. But now, to have this letter from my sister, I've never in my life been as happy as I am right now. Bing closes the distance between them and pulls Fear into a kiss. When it's done, she doesn't let go of his hands, and they smile sweetly into each other's gaze. You should let them have some time alone. Go talk to Corinza. Yep, scurry away. That was cute.
Yes. Giving them some time alone.
Ha 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 ha. Moving on. Okay, quick comment. Badger, see this bridge here? Wouldn't it be nice if we could, like, install a bridge like this into, like, Moonlight Island and have fun with having, like, different levels to make our islands into basically Doki Doki Islands?
Yeah.
Like, I
Also,
know
just the ability to have actual bridges in general.
Right. Maybe in Unreal they'll be able to pull off something crazy like that. Because I think that's too clever. OMG Micro Charlie. Yes, we tested out to see if Cluna would offer a drink to a 10-year-old. And comically, she doesn't offer a drink to an elf. So giants and humans, she'll offer them a beer when they meet again. Elves, thanks. And that's it. Which is totally understandable. Hi, kitty.
I guess giants are used to drinking from a young age.
Yep. As Elbon-san, they're born with the beer ready for them. Alright. Oh wow, isn't this weather nice? Tell her about what she asked. So you might hear noises. My cat is literally sniffing my microphone at the moment. Hi, kitty cat. Tell her about what you did what she asked. You summarize what happened with Fear and Bean. Corenza nods along and smiles when you get to the end. Ah, that's a relief. And I'm sorry the task I set to you ended up being so complicated. Well, know that I appreciate it. Here I was worrying I'd asked too much of you, but in the end you succeeded far beyond my expectations. A proposal and a flower bouquet. It's romantic enough to make even my old heart give a flutter or two. I hope they'll leave the island with only happy memories. Now, forget about helping others for a while. Why don't you go? Go take a break. Maybe lie on the beach for a bit. And may the warmth of love accompany you on every step of your journey. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. Oh, we have to go back and talk to them. Finish this quest. Bean's beautiful singing voice floats joyfully in the warm breeze. She sings a sincere love song that harmonizes with the rustling leaves. Oh wow, you came at the perfect time. This is my favorite song. When Bean sings it anyway. Listen. Fear, please, it's embarrassing when you say things like that. Well, your voice is beautiful. People notice whether or not I point it out. Oh, shush. I'm going to get angry. Okay, I'll stop. Bean and Fear can't stop smiling, even as they bicker. Anyway, wow. We were waiting for you. I need to say thank you. Fear told me everything, how you went all the way to Vales just to help us. Thank you so much. Do you remember before when I told you about my prayers? Do you think a god really heard them? Everything's like a happy dream right now. Bean tears up a bit as she speaks. I'll never forget your kindness, wow. We have a lot of wedding planning to do, and I need to talk to my family when they get here. But I know that we'll be happy from now on. I'll give you an invitation next time I see you. Will you go? I'm sorry, I cannot. No matter what, yeah, I'll go to your wedding. Thank you. It's a promise then. Unfortunately, we have to go now. We'll need to go to the port to meet Bean's family. I'm sorry to have to rush off, but just know that we'll always be grateful for your help. Thank you, Wow. I'm sure there's someone out there that can make you happy as we are right now. And I hope you've found them, or that you will soon. He may not sound like it, but Fear is really sad to say goodbye. I hope you stay well and that the future brings you nothing but happiness. Fear and Bean thank you once more, then turn and walk off hand in hand. Ah, no, they're gone now.